Guess how much of immediate increase we see in a case acceptance?
1%.
No, not no. You wouldn't be doing it. You would be amazed. You would be amazed.
Give me an example.
Anywhere from 40 to 60%.
In terms of an improvement in case acceptance.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Exactly. Because it's all about...
AI isn't just changing dentistry, it's completely redefining it. Tune into Bite-Sized Podcast, the Dental AI and Tech Podcast, and stay ahead of the curve.
Welcome to another episode of Bite-Sized Podcast. I've got Kathryn Alderman on here, and we jumped in kind of halfway through an argument about who has the cutest puppy dog. And I just sent her a photo of my puppy dog, and she said, "Oh, crap."
Oh, crap.
So you gotta send me a photo of your puppy dog, and then what we're gonna do is at the end of this podcast, we're gonna throw up a photo, and then you guys can comment on who's cuter, and we won't say who's who.
Comment on the right choice, which is mine.
Yeah, but don't describe the puppy. We don't want them to know which puppy dog is whose. It's got to be totally objective. No, no prompting. We're gonna put up two photos, and you have to choose which one's. She just sent me a photo of her freaking gorgeous dog. I don't know. It's going to be a tough call. Okay,
I think it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, I love it.
We started the town meeting because Adrian said his dog is accused, and I said, no, that's wrong. That's wrong information. He's a cuter dog, and it's mine.
Yeah, it's like fighting over who's got the cutest baby boy or baby girl. But the reality is that all babies look like frogs. All right, let's get started. Enough jaw-jacking. I brought Kathryn on because she's a freaking guru with AI, and we've had several conversations, and we've written an ebook together, which I'll drop into the episode, which you download. It's all about AI and the shift from search engine optimization and to GEO, and so we wrote that together. We'll put that on here. Kathryn, give me a quick bio. Just tell us where you're from, how you got into dentistry. Really quick, make it short.
Okay, before I say that, I do have to say you're genius. I tell everybody you're a genius, so that's very nice.
Can you tell my wife, please?
Well,
please tell my wife.
Please, please. But truly, he's a genius. So every week we compete for AI search. And, and I say it's a collaboration over competition, but we're still competing every week, that's...
yeah, it's true. We're fighting over positions in the AI overviews, that's for sure.
And it's basically my whole days consist of beating Adrian, and it's impossible, because he's still the expert on AI search and AI marketing. And truly, it's like, no matter what I do,
well, hold on. Tell him what you did when you got on the plane the other day. On the plane, explain what you did really quick.
So I was actually flying from Italy, and I was checking my indexing and checking my positioning on AI search for where my company stands, AI company, and I was not getting rankings I needed to have. So I said, that's it. I have a 10-hour flight. My battery in a laptop will last about 3 hours. So ready, set, go. Optimize. Optimize the content. I want to be on a #1 page of Google, and I want to be in an AI search. And a week later, I checked, and I got my results.
You were the top. What was the keyword again?
It was actually expert and a speaker on AI.
Expert AI speaker, or I think it was, or something like that.
Yep. So that's really... So, but again, that's what we are here for, is to describe how to do it. I do have to keep saying that Adrian has been doing it and knows how to do it. And he actually probably is the only one, in my opinion, in dentistry that knows how to get it done. And I tell it to everyone.
Oh, that is a serious cred, man. That's street cred from you.
And there is so much confusion about AI search, and rightfully so. And here's why there is so much confusion, because everybody was confused about search engine optimization, Google indexing, Google ads before AI search. And now AI search came in, and now everyone is even more confused, including marketing. But bottom line, people like you, we know that really it's still the same.
Yeah, You
It
just
is.
tweak it a little bit here and there.
We
You
just
just
tweak
tweak
it a
it.
little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
today
Totally.
we're going to tell you what to tweak, but bottom line, no matter what we tell you, don't try to do it yourself. I see it in a social media dentist post and say, "Oh, you just do it yourself." And I want to say, "No, you
Nah,
don't. Unless
it's
you
pretty
don't."
complex.
And it's
It
actually pretty
really
tricky.
is.
So
Yeah,
we're
and it
gonna
takes a lot of time.
exactly we're gonna make it easy for you today. But basically, why you should not be spending money on a Google Ads? What does an AI search means? And why you need to have a professionals like Adrian to hire, and why you need to have somebody like him to help you, and somebody that understands
Well,
AI.
this is not a pitch on me.
Girl,
That's
stop it.
not what this
You're
is
amazing.
about.
I
I
know,
don't
but
stop talking about how amazing I am. All right. I
but
get
you are pretty
embarrassed.
amazing. You're pretty amazing, you know.
Uh,
And you know, for me, like even though I understand AI search, the reason I understand AI search because I create AI agents. So to me,
right.
I speak structured data. I speak that language. For me to create a good AI agent, I have to understand how to do the structured data, how to do indexing, how to write prompts. So all of that is a part of creating an AI company and AI agents. So even through I create AI and I understand AI search,
Right.
but that's what I do. That's why I understand it so well.
Tell
So
us.
that's my answer. That's my
Tell
answer.
me. Tell us what you what your the name of your company, what you do, really quick. You
Okay,
build
so
agents, but give us a little more juice here.
so basically, you walk into dental office. I will just give you an example. If you walk into dental office, there is a lot of problems in any dental office. From the moment there are patients trying to find us to the moment that patients come to the office. So there is a lot of problems can be. My job is to create AI agents to solve those problems, not to add to the problems.
Okay.
What I mean by that is that bringing an AI to the office is not an automatic solution. You can bring an AI agents, AI systems, but you have to know how to do it without spending too much money and actually getting you return on your investment and giving you good results. So that's what I specialize in. I create AI agents. If I don't have an AI agent, for example, Annie is great. Annie by social practice is great. I don't want to create Annie. Why would I create Annie? I can just work with your company and offer it to my clients.
Right. Yeah.
They say, so that's what I do. That's what I do. I work by creating AI agents. If there is somebody in industries that has a better AI agent or AI system, I will work with the AI system and offer it to dental offices to
Okay.
solve common problems.
So you're going in more sniper kind of like you're just
You got
going
it.
in and you're saying I'm building an AI agent for a dental practice to solve specific problems. Give me one example of a problem you can solve.
This is a perfect question. This is a perfect question because yes and no, because most of all of us have uniform problems. What are the uniform problems that we have? What is all of us? It doesn't matter if you're in New Jersey or Texas or Nebraska. What are the common problems? Number one problem, case acceptance. That's the
Right.
number
Yeah.
one problem. Case acceptance. So case acceptance and getting that trust and buying from a patients and spending money. So my company will actually train the team on using AI diagnostic. And
Okay.
then we have agents to follow up with a proposed treatment plan and send a summary to the patient.
Okay.
Then
Gotcha.
we have a system to follow up if patients are not scheduling. And then we can remind them, hey, this is what your insurance will pay.
Right.
Or this is a payment options we can offer it to you. They see that's
Okay.
what we do. We take a problem and we say, okay, this office has a low case acceptance. How can we help them to maximize it? We will bring AI diagnostic to make sure patients have a visual and a second opinion.
Right.
And then we will supplement it by having an AI agents creating a summary treatment plan and sending it to the patients.
Right.
And then
Follow up.
following up on top of it. So now we're giving them a boost in a case acceptance and patients understanding that need a treatment. And actually we see immediate increase. Guess how much of immediate increase we see in a case acceptance?
1%.
No, not no. You wouldn't be doing it. You would be amazed. You would be amazed.
Give me an example.
Anywhere from 40 to 60%.
in terms of improvement in case acceptance.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Exactly. Because it's all about visual and making patients see a summary in an easy language. So when patients have that system, patients get to see the treatment, and then they get a summary of the treatment, and then a follow-up, and then breakdown of the insurance and financial options, or presented to them. We see immediate increase in a case acceptance.
So these are custom agents. Are you going mostly into single practices? Or are you working with group practices or DSOs?
Everyone. Actually, what I'm doing right now, and this is what we will be doing, is that the dentist will come to my platform and choose agents that they want to use.
Okay.
It's like, hey, you don't go to Indeed anymore. You come to me.
Got it.
You come to me. What do you have a problem? Here's the agents you can hire. And those agents, you can hire them really quickly. You can hire them, and now those agents working for you and solving your problems. That's really what we're building on. But before we have it all automated and simplified and really easy to use, we kind of still doing it manually, and we have a lot of.
I love this idea. You didn't explain it to me this way when we were first talking,
It's not an idea anymore. It's happening.
No, I love it. I love it. But the idea, the concept, or the idea of building a suite of agents that solve specific problems, that's fantastic.
That's
a follow-up case acceptance follow-up agent, the outbound dialing agent, the Monday morning meeting outline agent. I don't know, whatever. I mean, just whatever they want.
You got it. And if there is not, now you understand. Now you understand. There is like a whole army of agents, but there may be something that a DSO wants or a specialty practice wants. No worries, infrastructure is already there. Let me just make you a custom agent that solves a specific problem for you. Do you see?
I love
and
it.
It's not a dream anymore. This is what we call it 2025, 2026 welcome autonomous systems, AI agents, where autonomous systems, all agents working together without humans really telling them what to do. And that's been, happening a lot faster than we expected to happen. But really, that's what it is. That's not a future anymore. It's a present. And that's what I'm working on.
If you can think of it, and if you can find a repetitive task in your practice or a gap in a process, and you could say, I think AI could maybe do this, you can almost always do it. You just have to be able to have the programming built correctly in order to solve the problem. So you're solving problems that are very specific.
You have to be, because that's how AI works. Because you have to be very specific. People think of AI as that it's this like super genius PhD level. And in reality, when you train an AI and create an AI, you have to think you're getting a baby. You're getting a baby.
Don't drop
now
it.
You have to train this baby to be PhD level.
Right.
And so you have to really, so when you start working with AI agents, you understand the importance of clarity, structured data, and just really making your basics very strong and making it just to have a really good AI product or AI agents. You have to create a very good training foundation for that AI agent.
I see this, your product and your capabilities, your skill set, right? I see you providing a significant opportunity for group practices and DSOs that are trying to manage all their practices with same protocols, and streamlining and keeping everybody in line in terms of how you do this task and that task. I imagine that this is revolutionary for practices, being able to build something specific.
It is, and it's not just, this is something that I've been not sleeping and doing. How about that? That's been really the focus of my every single day. But truly, that's not just for DSOs, it's for single practices as well, because every practice needs automated process and support. And often the single practices may need more help than a DSO.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. They might have less support.
They may have less support, exactly, resources, time, knowledge. Think about it. When you're in a DSO, you have MBAs, accounts, And when you're in a single practice, you may have a high school person that never went to college and now they're working and helping you. So you have to provide that AI help that can help and support and fill those gaps as well. So, and AI can do that. So I don't just focus on DSO. I feel that the need is real in every single practice.
Well, I'm going to put in the show notes, I'm going to put links to your site, links to a consultation. If anybody listening is like, oh, we need to solve some problems, can they be done? Talk to Kathryn. Okay. Let's shift to the SEO GEO concept. Okay. So just what in the world is happening right now with SEO? Like, what's the big picture?
So the big picture, Google always change and making updates. Right. But now Google is making updates that when you talk to Google, AI is answering. AI. So now when you're asking a question, AI Google bots are giving you answer. So now when we put up a content or when we do marketing, everything has changed. Everything. People may not realize it. Everything has changed. Everything we know about marketing, forget it. Forget it. And again, so what we have to do, we actually have to be more proactive in being shown by Google as authority figure.
What? Okay, so why in the world? So AI, I go to Google, I do a search, AI Overview shows up top, okay, which is powered by their Gemini large language model. Why in the hell does Google put it at the top above ads? Why don't they put their ads at the top and then the AI Overviews down below?
And we talked about it. So there's a big fight between a Google and a ChatGPT. Not a fight, but there has been a huge competition. Well, so Google has done a really good job adjusting and spending millions of dollars on being better than ChatGPT. So they actually want people to go to Gemini and have Gemini and Google products to be the top AI products.
Right, yeah.
I personally don't love it.
You don't like Gemini?
No, I cannot stand Gemini.
I don't mind it. I use the AI Overviews are so dialed in on my queries. I get exactly what I want. I don't know.
It's like, yeah,
do you just not like Google? Do you just not like Southern California?
No, I love Google. I love Google because I just love it. It's like, it just depends on a project. That's a side note. It depends on a project. But I actually like Cloudy for certain things, ChatGPT for certain things.
Yeah.
Like, it just depends. Like, I do use Gemini for certain things, but again, it depends what product I'm working on, what project I'm working on. But going back to the answer to your question.
Ads versus the AI Overviews.
Exactly. Google wanted to use Gemini and to use Google products as a number one Google as a AI products. That hasn't happened because ChatGPT is developing things. Meta is developing quickly. There is a lot of things for Google to keep up. Yeah. So now they're basically saying, hey, we understand we're not going to make money on the Google ads. We're putting billions in developing Gemini and Google AI products because we want to show was AI overview, and then we want to add a paid links under that.
There's not paid links in there now.
There will be.
Are you saying there will be?
There will be, of course.
Well, it's a $2 trillion business. The Google Ads product is $1 to $2 trillion in valuation. It's an unbelievable amount of money, and the fact that they've put it down below. Yeah, they're gonna have to probably put paid links. They do. So they're gonna
put a paid, but there is a little thing that happened last week.
What?
And the ChatGPT came out and said, "Hey, we're gonna have a ChatGPT as a Chrome extension." So now Google is like, "Dang, we were so close to have a paid links under our AI overview, and now we are."
I mean, the funny thing is, like, I think a lot of people are using these large language models as search engines now. They didn't 2 years ago because they hallucinate like crazy. But like ChatGPT, I more often now just pull up my phone, and on my phone I just go to the advanced voice mode in ChatGPT and I just ask it questions, and I don't even type anymore. It's crazy.
My mom does it too, and she's almost 80. My mom's doing it too. Everybody's doing it. I went to yoga class last week, And a girl next to me said, I found this by asking ChatGPT. Everybody, this is going to be the new way of search. That's why Google ads are not working. And
Okay,
that's why.
tell me why. Tell me why you say don't spend money on ads, because we offer an ads product.
Have you
Why?
seen that it became more expensive and the results
Yeah.
not as good?
Yeah.
Exactly. Stop opening
It
this
is.
one.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I think
and
what's happening is there's less people looking at them, and so the
you
bids
got it.
on
It's
them
all
are
it
more
is. It's the
competitive.
numbers.
Yeah,
You
it's a
got,
numbers
you
game
got it.
for
It's
sure.
not even more competitive as less people are looking at it. So the Google ads have become more expensive. So you
Yeah, they
return
have.
on investment. And I had that conversation earlier today. Think about it. You don't make money on the new patients. And some dentist will say, my Google ads are still working. Really? Look at number of new patients. Look how much you spend on your Google ads and tell me how much does it, do the simple math. How much do
Yeah.
you pay for each new patient? If you paid over $300, you're losing money because you're not making money on a new patient unless you do same day procedure, unless you know,
Emergency, whatever. Yeah.
upscales that appointment. But really, so because it's a simple thing, people not using Google as much. So the Google ads are not working because not many people using a Google ads. They go to ChatGPT, they go to Meta, they use Gemini, so
Yeah.
because of that, it's just not working as well. So how do you adjust to that? That brings our question
Well,
to
I mean, your idea of Google putting paid citations in the AI overviews would solve that problem.
that's what they're trying to do. That's what the CEO of Google wanted to do even a year ago. And that's what they're going to be doing. But again, everything is changing so fast. And with ChatGPT becoming a Chrome extension, and again, ChatGPT has a lot to overcome, but yet that has the fastest growing
Yeah.
base of users in a history. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
they will be able to beat Google in that. And so it will be very interesting to see what happens. But truly, what's going to happen is that, everybody will have their own agent. And your
Yeah.
agent will give you the answers based on your preference, based on your health concerns, based on your shopping preferences. Very soon, we're all going to pull up a phone and they're going to be an agent.
And it's your agent.
It's going to be
And
your
that agent speaks to other agents.
It speaks to other agents.
Right. It's software talking to software, basically.
You got it. So very soon, it's like you'll have your own agents that will book your appointments, make appointments, buy your plane tickets, and go shopping for you. That's what we're going to see in our lifetime. That's what we're going to see. So stay tuned. It's just don't spend money on a Google ads. I tell everybody.
When the paid citations come out in the AI overviews, per Kathryn's prediction, then those might be that might be a good place to advertise.
Yeah, but it's
We'll
keep
see.
changing. It's keep changing.
It does.
So that's where we're at.
All right, let's talk about GEO really quick. So Kathryn and I wrote an ebook together. Like I said, I'll drop a QR code on the screen or whatever. I'll put it in the show notes if you want to read it. But it's a freaking bitchin' ebook. It's like really long. It's got tons of information. If anybody's a super geek out on SEO and GEO, that's the ebook. But for those of you that don't want to read a 20-page ebook, Kathryn, tell us what is GEO and how do you do it? Like, give us some pointers on this.
I can simplify it by saying this is how I would test it before even AI came in. I would go to random Alexa or any voice saying Alexa would be my choice. And I would say, who is the best dentist in Lincoln, Nebraska? Or
wait, you live in Lincoln?
No, when I used to live in Lincoln. Do you know?
Okay. Saying, Lincoln's my family's from there. It's almost the lamest town on the planet. But anyway, go ahead.
Really? Your family's from there? You kidding?
Well, they're from Bellevue, actually, but we spent a lot of time in Lincoln.
That's where I grew up. That's where my fame to claim started.
I would change that and pick a different place.
What the heck did I know? So that's
okay. Sorry, go ahead.
But think about that. So that's really what you made me smile. That would be really my test. How well are you optimized for voice search? Even if you go to ChatGPT and use a voice, or you use a new Alexa, or you talking to, just you have to be voice optimized because people look for things, when they ask for things, they will not say, find a dentist near me. That's not how they talk.
That's how they would type. That's how they would
That's
type
never,
typically, but not voice search. No.
you got it. But if they voice search, they would say, I hate dentists. Who is a good one for me?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Or they would say, what do you think they would say if it's a voice search? How would you voice that? You need a dentist. You driving in a car. You want to speak to your phone. All you next to Alexa. How would you ask? You're looking for a dentist. What would you ask?
I'm looking for, like, you're asking me that question?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say, let's say I just moved to this town or something like that. I would say, hey, Alexa, I'm looking for a new dentist for my family. I have Blue California, Blue Cross Blue Shield California insurance, and I want a dentist with like tons of reviews, like lots and lots of reviews. It'd be something like that. I'd say something like that, right?
You got it. So that's what
Of
AI,
good reviews,
you
not just
got
tons of bad
that's what
reviews.
actually AI search is, where your content, where you're present with a friendly content that AI bots, AI Google recognizes you, that you have helpful information. That's all it is. So your content has to be written in a friendly manner that is searchable by voice search.
Got
That's
it.
how I can summarize it. Obviously, there is a structure to it, there is a technical part to it, but we're not going to get to it today. It's too much for our listeners. But really, voice search optimization, that's how you really succeed in AI search. Because
Yeah.
an AI thinks, AI bots by Google will think this practice has a friendly content. We can trust it. And then, if you really want to go further, you do want to have a lot of reviews on Google.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's really so. But I would say that's in a nutshell. That's what I would say what we have in the book with you. That's
Yeah.
really what we.
There's a section in our ebook that talks about how large language models are finding and curating the content to give you the AI outcome. So, and this is kind of like a fundamental like shift in the way that I think is an easy example to help people understand kind of like what's happening. So when you used to do a search, best dentist in blah, 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 Lincoln, Nebraska, what Google do is take that query, right? It'd take that query and then it would look at a website or a blog post that was optimized for that phrase or something really close to that phrase. And it
Yes.
would just give a link. It would just say, hey, go here and read it.
Yep.
So what the AI obviously doing now is they use a fan approach. They don't look for one website or one blog post. They look for chunks of information on lots of different websites and they pull all of that in, taking chunks of information, not a full website, not a full blog post, but maybe a paragraph out of a particular blog post. And they pull that in and then the AI reads all of it and spits out a result and places citations inside of it. So a major shift is not optimizing the page or your website for a keyword, but the chunks of information are concise and they're dialed in enough that it would be acceptable or good content to suck into the AI overview. It's a fundamental shift in the way that you write copy.
And that's why I say you're a genius. That's
I'm
perfect.
not. I read that in a blog post. I just regurgitated that from somebody else, but it's true.
But no, but you practice it and you have done it and you're doing it and that's exactly what it is. But so when somebody says learn it and do it yourself, I want to say you will never be able to do that. This is too complicated now.
Yeah.
It was complicated before. Leave it to professionals. This is really like this is just an art on its own anymore.
It's hard because as I was reading about this and going, what the hell is changing? Like what does this mean? Even somebody that's been in copywriting for 14 years in dentistry, I was like, so how do I'm trying to understand, like, how do I shift the way that I write a paragraph? It's weird. Like it's just super little tiny nuances.
Voice and to answer that, You're really backward.
You're exactly right. You're
You
exactly right.
Somebody sent me blog today and said, "Can you post it?" No, I will not post it. No, it has absolutely no intent. Well, what we're trying to achieve, that's really not a blog that we want to. So, and really the longer answer to that we want to backward engineering. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be found for? What kind of audience and patients you want? Now let's create a content that is omni-channel and voice optimized based on your goal. That's
Right.
it. But I mean, that's really in a nutshell, because that's what we want. We want to work backwards and engineer that backwards to achieve our goal. What do you think?
Now that you're exactly right. It's re-engineering from the end result, re-engineering from the back to the front on writing that chunk of information is the correct way to think about it. Once you understand what that chunk of information should look like,
You got it.
then you can retrofit it back to the beginning.
You got it. That's literally the system for doing it. And that's what I did on a plane from Italy in my 3 hours that I had.
Where you beat me out on the expert AI speaker. And I promised you that I wasn't going to try and optimize for that. So I'm just going to give that one. I'm conceding to you on that. It's yours.
I will not tell you what I beat you on yesterday. I want you to go and beat me for that. I don't want you to knock me out of that spot.
I'm not going to do it. It's yours. It's all yours.
Yeah. So it's
I love it.
So that's what it is. Yeah. Should we show dogs and decide who is a killer?
Well, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Well, let me just say, Intelligent Care Alliance. Did I say it right? That's the name of your company, Intelligent Care Alliance. I'm going to put a link in there at the end and the notes. Check the notes. If you're a practice who's like, I need to get into AI, I know it can be helpful. I'm seeing some crazy stuff. How do I do it? And I think I need somebody to go walk me through it or build a custom agent.
Absolutely.
Kathryn's your gal.
Okay? I am.
Reach out to Kathryn. She'll take a look at what your problem is and figure it out.
And I do want to say what makes me an ideal person for that. Number one, not only I understand marketing and I understand patient experience, I'm also a dentist by training. So I've been in a clinic. I know what it's like to see patients. I know what it's like to talk to the patients, to manage a team, to be short on a team. I know what it's like to pay your overhead and have a labor cost. I know what it's like to bring new patients in and ensuring those patients become long-term patients. So this will blow your mind away, but I was responsible for 32,000 patients going through practices every year. That's a lot. That's a lot of patients. And
that's a lot of patients.
That's a lot of patients. That's we're talking about just 1 year, 32,000 patients just in 1 year. So that's really, so that's why I understand and I can simplify it and make it easy because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah. I love it. Well, being dentistry is an animal in of itself. It's a big business, but it's a small business. And if you understand the nuances of it, well, if you're coming in from outside, if you're coming in outside of dentistry and you're building AI agents or whatever it might be in AI, there is definitely a learning curve, a significant learning curve.
I see it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I see, like we have this, you mentioned Annie that we developed, which is a AI receptionist. I see new AI receptionists for the dental industry being dumped in like every week. I see a new one, but they're companies that are trying to hit all of healthcare. And I'm telling you, man, all the development that we're putting into Annie is it's vertical scaling. It's vertical integration. It's like you have to get so dialed in on how that agent responds to certain aspects. It's not like optometry. It's not like chiro. It's not like anything else in medical. It's very specific. Otherwise, you get a muted, sloppy agent that's not trained well.
It's happening everywhere.
It's happening everywhere.
It's everywhere, and it's not good because it creates a bad taste in for dentists and dental teams because it is get this sloppy, untrained agent, and they say this agent made too many mistakes. Well, that agent didn't have a proper training, just like a human.
Yeah.
you brought a human that is not trained and put them to answer your phone calls, you would find that
Right.
human sloppy team
Yeah,
member.
exactly.
Now you bring in a team member that are AI, digital team members, but they're without a proper training, they're sloppy. They're sloppy.
Yeah.
They're adding more problems to your office than they're solving a problem.
Yeah.
So that's where I come in and help to choose those agents and train those agents as well. So we don't get a sloppy, AI agents.
Yeah, you can't be screwing up processes and protocols for practice. You'll just put a bad taste in the mouth of the dentist or the executive who's running the practice, and they'll never want to touch it again. So, all right, now we're moving on to the most important part of this webinar or this podcast.
Yep.
And that is, which of these two dogs is the most beautiful puppy dog ever? Okay. You pick one, say right or left in the comments, or the short hair or the long hair. And then I just know that my dog's going to win. Let me share my screen. And we're going to have people say left or right. And here you go. Whose dog is cute?
I don't think it's going to win. I have to.
I'm just telling you, like, this is going to be a tough call, man, because I don't know, man. I don't know. Black and white the black and white versus the color, the black and white might emphasize the compassion and the love and the empathy. So anyway.
I don't know. I don't want your feelings to get hurt, but I know which dog will be chosen. I understand that your feelings will be crushed and you're gonna be heartbroken, but I just want you to be ready.
If I lose, I will own it. Okay, I'll own it. So what we need people to do is just say, left or right.
I think both of them are super cute. I think both of them. I have to say that, both of our dogs are super cute. That's
gosh.
Anza's adorable. I love my dog. I love my dog.
Whenever anybody tells me that they don't like dogs, I'm suspect.
Me too. And then they add, they don't eat chocolate and they don't like children. I'm like, you're basically serial killer.
Yeah. What? You're not my friend.
You're not my friend. Like you're basically like, what's next? Like people in general.
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're weird. Go away. All right, Kathryn. Thank you so much. You're wonderful. And thanks for coming on. We'll have you back on again for sure.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for listening to Bite Size Podcast. Tune in to stay up to date with everything dental AI and tech